Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing very well. In today's video, I'm reacting to a video that was posted into my Facebook group by Ali. This video is called Blind Dating 5 Guys Based on Their Tattoos. I'm myself personally going in this blind. I haven't watched it. I've just saved this post for this moment right here, so I'm not sure what's going to be going on. I've got a feeling by the title and the thumbnail of this video, it is a woman picking out a dating partner through just looking at their tattoos. That's the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong, but I think that's the kind of thing that this is going to be doing. I'm very interested to see how it goes, what it's about. Is it very judgmental, or is it kind of like an accepting environment, you know, or I don't know. I'm intrigued. I want to see how this goes. I have also just been informed that there is a part 2 to this, so it's a man picking women with tattoos, I think that has just been posted in the Facebook group as well, so that will be coming if you are interested in that. Okay, so instead of rambling on, I'm just going to put my headphones on. Can we just all look at my headphones? These are my editing headphones and my laptop headphones. You know when you just love a product so much, you're just like, I don't need, like, they work perfectly fine. They are completely falling apart, but they still work. So I'm just like, why would I buy a new pair? I have another pair that I use for my TikTok videos, which are a pair of headphones that are like connected to my phone, if that makes sense. So I could connect them to my laptop, but like, I don't know, I just love them so much. I've had them a while. Can you tell by how much they're falling apart? Anyway, let's get on with watching this. I will leave a link to the full video down below. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Are we good? You got your snacks? You got your drinks? You got your blanket? Okay. Okay, cool. So that pretty much just explains it right there, and that's the kind of theory that I had. It said, we asked Ali to speed date 5 men. She must pick one to date based on his tattoos. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see if there's like a huge variety. Is there some men with bad tattoos? Is there some with good? Okay, let's see what the crack is.
I love the whole idea of tattoos. I think it is just such an amazing thing to be able to decorate yourself with art that you like.
What's like a tattoo red flag to you? What's something where like if you see it on somebody, you're like, oh no, not my type.
Maybe like a Bible quote or just some kind of life quote. I also am not the biggest fan of like the rose and the dagger. I hope no one is offended here.
Okay, so she seems pretty sweet and wholesome. She has her red flag tattoos, which I think a lot of us do, you know. Mine are mainly just like the standard ones of like no racist tattoos, homophobic, transphobic, all of that stuff, you know. I don't want to ever see that ever. I don't want to associate with anyone with those tattoos. And maybe like very graphic sexual tattoos. Sometimes they're done quite nicely, you know, but sometimes I feel like they're a little bit too sexualizing and a little bit R-wordy, you know. I just feel like there's a time and a place for that kind of art, you know, and permanently on your body in a very visible place. It's not so bad if it's in a hidden place, I guess, like on the upper thigh, but when it's like lower down in the leg and then there's this horrific like portrait tattoo that's just really graphic, I don't know, I get a bit of a weird vibe from that personally. And for the religious one, I kind of feel that. I feel like you have to be religious to get a religious tattoo, otherwise it's a bit like, why? Like, why are you doing that? I feel like it's a little bit appropriating. If you're not part of that religion, what's the point, you know? No talking.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay, so she gets to see the tattoos.
I like that it's not a skull, but it's actually like a rib cage. The rose and the dagger.
Oh no!
I offended you earlier. I am sorry about that.
Straight off the bat, the first person has a rose and a dagger. As a person that has a dagger tattoo and a lot of rose tattoos, I don't mind the two meshing together. I don't understand the hate with the rose and the dagger, because I've seen that before. Is that in my TikTok series? I must have reacted to someone saying that rose and a dagger tattoo is like a red flag or something, or they don't like it. I don't know. I don't get the slander myself personally, because that's my kind of aesthetic. I don't know. But yeah, straight off the bat, first guy, it's probably not going to go very far.
I like how these look like they could be like Friday the 13th tattoos.
I don't know. Is that a compliment or is that a backhanded compliment? Because with A lot of Friday the 13th tattoos, for those that don't know, Friday the 13th in the tattoo world is quite a big day because a lot of studios will do flash days where you kind of just walk up into the studio, put your name down, pick a tattoo from a couple of flash sheets. And it's not really thought about kind of thing. It's quite a spontaneous tattoo situation. So I don't know whether she's being like, oh, they look kind of like not thought about or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but I like them. I think they're cool tattoos.
All of them are pretty different, especially like the moons that we have there. 8.1.
Ooh, that's a high marking. 8.1, even though there was a rose and a dagger there. Interesting. Do you think she was maybe being a bit generous or not? I feel like she was maybe being a bit polite with that. We'll see how we go on, whether there's ever any low scores, but I feel like she might be being nice about it.
Right away, I think this is beautiful line work. Really crisp lines. Just a little
bit of a weird one
going on.
I wonder if we'll see any variation. At the minute, we've seen two men with like black work tattoos, line work tattoos. We haven't seen anything like a super bold, colourful. But then I feel like lately a lot of people don't really lean towards that, you know.
This is beautiful. An 8.6.
High score again. Again, is she being generous for being nice, or is that her actual feelings towards the tattoos?
I do see.
Little bolder.
What does it say here? Forever grateful.
Cute.
Good to know.
I do see forever grateful. Good to know. I feel like a sarcastic undertone is happening right now.
Oh.
And it looks like a religious one.
Rose. This is a granny tattoo.
Okay.
In remembrance, I'm assuming.
Right.
Very nice. Of course, it's not my style, but it's still a good tattoo. A 7.3.
Oh, a little bit lower. Still high though. Like, for me, that kind of sleeve style isn't for me either. It looks like a huge, cohesive, sort of cloudy remembrance religious tattoo. They're just personally not for me. So I probably would have rated that one with peace and love like a 5.5 because it did look like it was well done. So you will obviously give it a higher marking for that. But because it isn't my kind of aesthetic, I would have been like, sorry, 5.5 or something like that.
I'm a big fan of snake tattoos. I have
Cute.
one on my forearm as well. I also have a skull, so this is actually a very nice tattoo.
I would love to see her tattoos. I wasn't expecting her to be very tattooed, if that makes sense. I mean, we can't really see what's going on. She's wearing like all black, quite covered in clothes and tights and what have you. Is it mean or is it judgmental for me to say, oh, I wasn't expecting her to have like a lot of tattoos, maybe a couple small ones, but it sounds like she might have more than that. I don't know. So I would be very interested to see what tattoos she has, because that can always make you a little bit more biased, obviously, because I kind of want to see the bold, the colourful, because that's kind of my favourite kind of styles, you know, bold or colourful. So I'd be more inclined to pick someone like that than someone that's got quite a lot of delicate work. So I've got a feeling she might have quite a few delicate kind of tattoos. I could be wrong.
7.9.
Okay, another highish score, 7.9.
I think this is a cherub, which I also have.
Okay.
He doesn't have wings though. He's just kind of like a naked baby, which I can respect. Oh, I just noticed he's urinating. Okay, this changes a lot of things. It's still not a bad tattoo. It's even bolder choice. I will give it a 6.9.
Oh, a little bit lower. Still not low enough. You know, like, I feel like she's not a savage. I would love to do this. Not to find a partner or anything, because I have a boyfriend. I don't need another man in my life. But I don't know, just to, like, maybe find a friend or something, you know? I'd love to do this, but it's 5 people that I could become friends with, but then I pick the friend based on the tattoo. I feel like that'd be kind of fun.
I will have to.
Ooh, she can get rid of.
Number 5.
No,
I'm
not the
so
pea and
sorry.
cherub.
I think I was just a little bit shook. It's a great tattoo.
Why don't you like? Come on, it's a little,
It's
little
very
piss
funny.
baby. Come on.
It's a little piss baby. That is literally me whenever I get a new tattoo and I show it to Tom. I'm like, look, I got a new tattoo. It's a ghost. It's a devil ghost. I'm just like waving body parts at him like, look at them. Oh dear, how many of you can relate to that? Yeah, when you're showing someone a new tattoo, whether it's your partner or friend or whatever, you're just waving your body parts around. Okay, they've got a Q&A.
Okay. Do you have any meaning for this tree, or is it just a nice tree? Like,
When I was a kid, I lost my grandfather at a really young age.
I'm so sorry to hear.
So death kind of affected me in a pretty great way. My mom sort of, to make me feel better, kind of reassured me that, there's life afterwards. And she said in heaven, we'll always meet by the biggest tree.
That's a beautiful story.
That's so
Thank you for
sweet.
sharing.
Oh, I'm glad they've added in a Q&A round so it's not all based on, just looking at the tattoo. Because I always say that there is more to someone than the tattoos. We've got stuff going on behind the tattoos. We have a personality, we have interests and what have you. And now we just found out this person, had a bit of a rough childhood. And that's a deep way to get to know someone. So I like that they've added that.
Is this a cone? Yes.
Yeah.
Related to a tree. Okay. Does this have any meaning for you?
I used to play with pine cones a lot with my little sister, and she's like the most important person in the world to me.
very cute.
I had a big part in raising her, so I wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate that a little bit.
That's cute. Again, we get to know the person a little bit better. It's not all based on, looks or what have you. We get to know a little tidbit about them.
I like the clouds. Is this a very meaningful sleeve to you,
Yeah,
I'm assuming?
definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have anything like further up on your shoulder?
It goes all the way up to like my
Oh,
trap
wow,
area.
that does go all the way up. I really do like how it's all
very
meshing
religious
well
though, isn't
together.
it?
It's all very similar themed.
They all kind of relate, they go together. Just a long story short, when I was 19, I got in a car accident, broke my back, and I
my
just feel like
gosh.
God gave me a second chance at life. So,
Oh my.
that's basically where it all comes together. Forever grateful. The Roman numerals when the day I got in a car accident.
I'm also glad to hear you're okay. There's so many
thank you.
accidents that are going on.
So many accidents that are going on. She's so sweet. Oh, but that to me is a very religious tattoo. It has a lot of meaning behind it, so that's good. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, we got to know a little bit more about the person behind the tattoos. They went through a horrific accident. So it just makes this situation a little bit more personal,
Oh. I don't see any tattoos.
Yeah, I don't have
here.
tattoos on my leg, but I was like, I don't know, it's gonna show like style, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I've got a feeling that Roy here probably only has a select few tattoos like on his arm, so he didn't have anything anywhere else to show. Bless. So he's just like, hey, check out my Converse.
These are all
Round
great
2
tattoos.
elimination.
I hope you don't take my eliminations personally. I will have to eliminate contestant number 3.
Fair enough.
You broke my heart.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you survived though. Hi,
Appreciate
nice
you.
to meet you.
Where are your tattoos at? Let's see what you got.
Oh.
Straight away.
I just want to take a peek what you got.
Wow,
I have some
okay.
here, just not much I can show with my arms, but they're kind of just speckled.
Level.
She has a lot more than I thought she would. That's kind of pleasant. That's a pleasant surprise, but kind of feel a bit weird how he's just like straight away like, so show me yours. What makes you think you're better than me, or what kind of thing are you into, or whatever? I don't know. That was a bit weird. Instead of just being like, oh hi, nice to meet you. Like, this is a fun thing to do, or like, okay, it doesn't matter that you didn't pick me or whatever. It's just, yeah, I don't know, a bit weird. Conversations. Okay, we just get to see
I
legs.
see 2 of you have matching shoes. Very nice. I'm liking contestant number 2's. I like your top. I like how you're leaving the tattoos, so I remember.
Good point. I think he is the only one that has the tattoos out, I would say. Yeah, just looking at this here, he's the only one that's like, hey, like, remember me and my tattoos. Everyone else is kind of like, meh.
What do you guys do for work?
I'm a production assistant.
I'm an audio engineer, though I normally do like live bands and stuff,
Oh
and
my gosh.
I also build apps sometimes.
Very nice. What? That's pretty dope.
I'm a part-time actor, but I also work in clinical research.
I love it.
Okay, again, we get to know a little bit more about the people behind the tattoos and what they do for a job. And you can sometimes tell what people are into. So for example, Zachary, who is a audio engineer, I think he said something like that, music engineer. You can probably tell that he's very much into music from that job, right? You kind of have to be. So again, we find out a little bit more about the person. Round 3 elimination.
It will have to be contestant number 3.
Oh,
Only because I am older than you.
Oh, no way.
Which is, not bad for
How old are you?
anyone. Just personally. 23.
Oh, I'm 28.
Oh, 28. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard 20.
Okay, no, it's good.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
oops. I still don't think that she would have picked him though anyway, so I feel like the age miscommunication or whatever is, you know, just like a little bit of an excuse, which is whatever, you know. I have a feeling of who she's gonna go for. I've just got this vibe that she's gonna go for the guy with the stripy top. I think his name was Zachary, the sound music guy. I'm just getting a vibe, right? I could be wrong. I feel like, yeah, there's an energy there kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out my arse here. Yes, I was right.
Again, I'm so sorry. I'm just a stranger.
Oh, you look like a sweetheart.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Allie.
meet you, Alec.
Oh, Alec. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Share something.
Ali and Alec, how freaking cute. I had a vibe. I knew she was going to pick stripy top. There was something there, you know? Well, I'm so into this. What a mood.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I love your outfit.
Oh, I love yours as well, but you know this.
Allie, right?
Yes, Allie.
Cool, cool, cool.
I also love your dangly earrings.
Thank
You're
you.
such a fashionista.
Can you roll up your sleeve?
Straight
Honestly.
away.
Oh, yes,
Again.
yes. This is my...
We both have snakes.
Straight away, we've gone straight in for the tattoos. They're just like, not like a, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Like, what else are you into? It's straight for the tattoos. But then I guess this is like a tattoo dating show. I kind of get it in this situation, maybe.
Cool.
How do you feel about the choice you made today, Ellie?
I don't regret anything. Well, I mean, anything in general.
Exchanging
Oh.
numbers, making any plans?
We can exchange information.
The person talking behind the camera is just like, okay, so are you exchanging numbers? You know, are you going to go out for food? Are we going to talk? Has this worked? Has this experiment worked? Are you going to get married? Are you going to have children? Are you going to grow old together? I feel like the person is so eager for this to work.
How do you guys feel? Do you think she made the right choice?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Anyone that
Girl,
can't
so
handle the piss
nice.
baby can't handle me. So, you know, that's how it.
Just on attitude alone, if I was in this situation, I would have wanted to pick Piss Baby Dude because he's got a kind of attitude I can mess around with, you know? He's just like, this is my life. Like, accept me for who I am. If you don't like my piss baby, then you don't like me. Like, he stands by his piss baby. I'm all for it. Okay, so that was pretty much the end of it. It was very light-hearted. There was nothing offensive in there at all. I kind of thought maybe... I'm going to take my headphones off. I thought maybe it would be a little bit judgmental in places, maybe a little bit mean or mean-spirited, but it was all very light and sweet. Nothing, you know, too harsh. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen more of is more variety within tattoos. Everyone had the same kind of black and grey thing. Maybe different styles because there was that kind of bolder religious one, but then everyone else kind of had fine line black work. So I feel like if we had maybe someone in there that was covered in like neo-traditional, then maybe some Japanese in there, traditional, and then have a couple people in there with those kind of fine detail, black work and what have you, tattoos. And maybe to see someone that was a little bit more covered in tattoos. There wasn't anyone there really that was super heavily tattooed. So like a variation of heaviness would have been better in my opinion also. Because then we could have seen, you know, how tattooed Ali likes her men kind of thing. Does that make sense? You know, because like tattooed dating and having preferences, in my opinion, is completely fine. You know, I definitely like a heavier tattooed man, you know, like, because that's the kind of thing I'm into. I feel like that would be my only constructive criticism, to be honest. Otherwise, it's all good in my opinion. But I'd definitely love to do something like this. Again, not to date, but more to like find a friend or whatever, because you can definitely connect with someone through tattoos. I believe, say there was like 3 people in the lineup that had, you know, delicate tattoos, and then 2 other people had pretty heavy and bold tattoos. I would obviously probably lean more towards the people that have heavier tattoos because that's the kind of thing I like, and bonus points if they're like horror related or whatever. But then maybe does that not make it fair? Maybe it's better to have them all kind of similar. Ooh, that's a good theory, you know. Let me know your thoughts on that theory. Is it better to have a variety or to have something kind of similar? I would love to know if you would love to do something like this. Do you think there should be a such thing as like a tattoo focused dating app or friend finding app? That'd be kind of cool actually. Because so many more people are getting tattooed and a lot of people, you know, have a huge interest in getting tattooed and having tattoos, that you could find someone that's in like a similar mind frame from that, instead of weeding through, I don't know, somewhere like Tinder or Bumble, whatever, and coming across a few a-holes that don't like tattoos and like to project their opinions on you. Not talking from experience or anything. But should dating go as far as that? Because there is sort of specialised dating sites nowadays, right? I don't know. I never looked into that when I was single, but I imagine there's like themed dating, right? For people that maybe like films or a certain sport. I don't know. Could tattoos be a thing? I don't know. Leave your thoughts and opinions and experiences down below. But yes, I will definitely react to the second part of this, because, you know, if it's lighthearted and fun like this one, I'm intrigued to see how it is the other way around. Is there more variety and what have you, or is it kind of the same? And yeah, until my next video, I hope you guys all stay safe and well, and yeah, bye.